And feeling the weight in your body, then aligning your body so that weight, in a sense, kind of disappears. That it just goes straight down the bones, getting the bones vertically aligned so there's no having to hold up against gravity. There's no angle that's askew or leaning. And those can be very, very small. No one's leaning like this or like that generally, but it could be a very tiny bit or maybe just ahead a little bit. So that means gravity is having to work against the tissues and not into the bones. So we feel the weight, feel the parts of the body being pulled down by gravity. Those are generally parts that are misaligned. They're not stacked. The bones aren't stacked in that place. So we want to stack the bones vertically, especially the spine. And then gravity works just directly through that structure. And we do have kind of a funny saying in Tai Chi, let the muscles hang off the bones. But first, we need to have those bones aligned vertically, very vertically. Otherwise, that creates drooping. Hanging muscles just means we're drooping or we're collapsed. So once we're aligned, very open, very upright and vertical, then we let the muscles hang off those bones, and we let the breath deepen and sink into the abdomen. And each time we exhale, we endeavor to release a bit more of the muscle tension. Each out breath, we allow those muscles to hang a little more freely. And letting the arms hang with gravity. If we go into this nice, simple warm-up move, circling the drum, and I just thought of that because that actually comes from the Sun style Tai Chi. So this is one of the warm-up moves in the Sun style. Is actually part of the very first commencement move of Sun style. So all the work's in the legs, upper body soft and relaxed, shoulders stay seated. Arms roll forward as I rise, and I sink. That draws the arms back and down. Now you can time that with the breathing. Breathing in as you rise. Breathe out as you sink. It really becomes Tai Chi when you focus on using less and less physical effort, especially in the arms and upper body, less and less and less. And send the mind the other way and just let the body follow on its own. Again, releasing on each out breath. And the next time the hands come up in front of the chest, we'll allow them to stay there. And as we breathe in, they'll expand sideways, laterally. Breathing out, they come close together. And we can still have a slight rising and sinking. And that again is coming from the movement of the breath and the mind, reducing the physical muscle work in the arms and shoulders. This also is a move from the Sun style. And resting the hands below the navel. Just take another moment to gather, centralize, and consolidate our mind, breath, and energy into the dantian, about 3 inches below the navel. Everything settling and gathering there. And a deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Release the arms up and swing ever so slightly. And shifting the weight to this leg, the turn on the other heel, get 45 degrees, shift the weight to that leg, straight step forward, shift the weight forward and back, and we'll go into some toyus. And we can get those legs a bit more warmed up by having them do all the work. Maybe bend those knees a tiny bit more. Still hanging from the string. No leaning at all. Releasing those shoulder joints. So when the arms flow forward, those shoulder joints actually open a little bit. Elbows are pointing towards the ground. Nice full belly breaths. And we'll take our time to switch to the other side. And we start with the weight slightly forward, arms flowing forward. Take an extra moment to settle again. Hanging from the string, that's all parts of our bodies hanging, and then starting. So we want to take that moment to start as well as we can, body aligned, things released and settled. And we keep the hips forward under the head, even as we come forward, so we're nice and straight. Okay, and let's do some serving T. So a little wider than shoulder width, toes out, knees out. Taking a moment to remind ourselves to hang vertically even when we shift the weight. Let the arms be equal and simply shift the weight and turn the hips and let the arms be moved only because the body is moving, not because the arms are doing it. And if we're getting warmed up and if our legs are getting stronger, we can either have a little deeper knee bend and or a wider stance. More work in the legs and hips. But the upper body and arms are still light and open, like we're doing this in a pool of water. And let's just turn the arms into clouds sailing by. So body motion is the same, just the shape of the arms have changed. But the principles of the arms are the same in that the shoulders are sitting and the elbows are pointing towards the ground. And that the arms are not doing it. The arms are dragged through the water as we shift the weight and turn the hips. Okay, and let's inch our feet in. Okay, so let's review a fairly new move. We touched upon it in a class or two. White snake puts out tongue, or white snake darts out tongue. So let's just touch upon that before we move forward into further into the set than we have yet to do. Okay, so let's take it from close to that move. Single whip going into the 7 cloud hands. And we'll just go through that section until we get to the white snake. Okay, so single whip right prior to the 7 cloud hands. So shifting the weight to the right leg, turning on the left heel to get the left foot straight to the front wall, and shifting back. Still hanging from the string, so tailbone pointing towards the ground, belly released, and good abdominal breathing. Shoulders relaxed down. Eyes panning across the horizon. And then we finish going into single whip. So right foot 45 degrees, shifting back, going to single whip. So here we're going into that first snake creeps down. So we shift the weight back to the right leg and turning on the right heel to get that foot towards that corner. And a little sit into that right leg. And by the way, we want to keep that right knee over that right foot, so we don't want it to collapse inward. That's why a person might not get their right foot all the way back to that corner. But towards that corner, you want some sort of turn on that foot. Because you want that knee to be over that foot as you sink into that leg. You never want a knee inside the foot. And then we tilt from the pelvis, so the left arm is parallel to the left leg, pushing off the right leg and turning on your left heel, getting the left foot to the corner, and spearing your right hand forward. You can also turn on your right heel, so it's a little less far to bring your right foot up. You can also touch down, and when you're ready, pick up that right knee and right arm, then half step behind, the right foot is 45 degrees, shift the weight back, peeling off the left foot, raising the left knee and left arm. So how about we do that at least one more time, and more if you have any questions about that. So reviewing snake creeps down. So here we are at single whip. So we turn on the right heel as we shift the weight into the right leg. And as we go down that right leg a little bit, the right knee goes over the right foot, and we tilt at the hips, push off that back leg, and open up your left foot to the corner so we have a base, a 45-degree base. Shifting forward, right hand opens and extends forward. You can just pick up the right foot or turn on the right heel first. Pick up the right foot, touch down if you need to, or as long as you need to. Bring up the right knee and arm, half step behind. When you're ready, peel off the left foot, left knee and left arm. Come up. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll flow right into repulsed monkeys from there. Okay, so shifting back, right foot turns on the heel, shift back into the right leg, little tilt, push forward from the back leg, opening up the front foot, extending forward with the right hand, coming up, knee comes up, right hand comes up. That's golden rooster, stands at one leg, half step behind, shift back, peel off the left foot, left knee, left hand come up. And as we step back with the left foot, half a step, 45 degrees, as we step back, the right hand, the bottom hand, right hand swings back and then palm up. And then stepping back on the left foot, 45 degrees, shift the weight back, straighten the front foot by turning on the ball, flattening it, just like we always do for repulse monkeys. That's one repulse. 2. 3 repulse monkeys. And then another, what looks like a repulse monkey, but it's a full step, a long step, straight behind, to start slanting flying. So the right foot, 45 degrees, shifting weight back to the right. Draw on the left heel to the front corner, stand into the left leg and hold the ball, right hand low, full step to the front wall, or slanting flying. Half step up, or raise hands and step up. Turn, hold the ball, make sure your left knee is bent, you're standing on it. Turn, hold the ball, so right foot to the corner for a parallel step. Step to the front wall, push to the front wall, for stork spreads wings. And then as always, from stork spreads wings, we go into brush knee, so arms move into brush knee ready position. Full step for brush knee. Half step up, touch your right wrist. On the ball of the left foot, the weight stays in the right leg. Your needle at C bottom. Coming up, the weight stays in the back leg. Step with the left heel, shift the weight forward. So this is the beginning of fan through back. The left hand's low. So we start fan through back, shift the weight back, picking up the left toes and left fingers, all the way to the right leg, all the way back to the left leg, arms go back to the left, just like this is fan through back. Step over with the right foot, right hand goes high but does not turn into a fist. Left hand stays low as usual. Correct on your left heel to get it to the corner, 45. So we just keep that right hand open and the left hand passes on top. We shift the weight back to the left leg. We turn the hands over so the right hand is on top and the hands pass again. And then we stand into the left leg. I'll use a balance step for now into hold the bouquet. That might be worth doing a couple more times to work on white snake darts out top. So from the beginning of fan through back. So facing the side wall, left foot forward, left hand down, right hand higher. So we go through fan through back, shifting back, turning on the left heel, 100% to the right, 100% to the left leg. Hands go back to that side wall. Right hand goes high but stays open. Left hand is low. As I shift the weight forward, remember to correct on your left heel. As I shift the weight forward, the left hand passes over the right, palms facing each other. As I shift the weight back, the hands turn over and the right hand passes over the left. And then hands go up for hold the bouquet. I can either touch down for a balance step or go straight to the heel, half a step on the heel to go into chop with fist. Let's do that one more time. And then we'll continue through chop with fist. Okay, so here we go. Left hand passes over right, shifting weight back, hands rotate over, right hand passes over left. Stand in the left leg, hold the bouquet. To the right heel, half a step, shift the weight to the right leg. Of course, the right foot is to the back corner. Fist goes out for chop with fist. All the weight into the right leg, peels the left heel off. Right fist to the hip. Straight step on the left heel for parry and punch. Now we want to go into grasper's tail, so we need to transition by rocking back and turning left foot to the corner. And the right hand can open as you do that. And then you stand into the left leg. Hold the ball, right hand low, as we step into grasper's tail sequence. Then of course, single whip as always after grasper's tail. 100% to the left, 100% to the right. Completing single whip. And then we do cloud hands again, 3. So the last segment of cloud hands, of which we do 3. Knees nicely bent over the feet. And we finish with single whip as always. So half a step with the right foot. Yeah, it's 45 degrees now. Hand slide down. And let's go right into the next move because we know it. High paddle horse. So shifting the weight back to the right leg, right hand opens and pushes back and then comes through 6 o'clock. As I peel off the left foot, touch down on the ball of the left foot. So that's the balance step we always keep. Right hand circles up to be on top, left hand is down with palm up. So that's the same as high paddle horse as before. Let's do that whole segment one more time. So from single whip, going into the 7 cloud hands to that point there. And going into cloud hands, so turning on the left heel as we shift the weight to the right. As we step with the left foot for the first time, that's number 1 of 7 cloud hands. Feet parallel, knees directly over the feet. Hanging from the string, breath in the belly. So going into single whip. Snake creeps down. So turning on the right heel, right foot towards that corner as we shift the weight back to the right. Sit into the right leg a little bit. Angle so the left arm is parallel to the left leg. Pushing off that back foot, turning on the left heel to get the left foot to 45 degrees. Right hand opens and shoots forward. Coming forward, touching down as much as you need to. Raising that right knee and right arm. Half step behind, make sure you don't cross behind over. Straight step back, 45 degrees, shift the weight back, peel off the left foot, left knee, left arm come up. We're going to step back half a step with the left foot, and as we step back with the left leg, right arm goes down through 6 o'clock, comes up behind, palm up, and shifting back, correcting the front foot on the ball of the foot. 3 pulse monkeys. Nice, good breathing. So this will be a full step, a long step, still planting the foot 45 degrees, turn on the left heel, stand on the left leg, hold the ball for slanting flying. Half step up, a raise hand step up, turn, hold the ball to enter into stork spreads wings. Brush knee ready position. Full step for brush knee. Half step up for needle at C bottom. Touch down on the ball of the left foot, touch the right wrist. Keeping the weight in the back leg, the right leg. Full step on the left heel. Left hand low, right hand high. Fan through back, shifting back, left toes, left hand goes up. Shift back to the left leg, hands go to the left. Right hand goes high and stays open. Left hand faces the floor. Shift the weight into the right leg, correct on the left heel. Left hand on top as the palms face each other and pass. Shifting the weight back, right hands on top, they pass each other. Shifting the weight to stand in the left leg, hold the bouquet. Half step on the heel, turn that right leg to the back corner, shift the weight into that leg for chop with fist. Step, parry, and punch. And now grass bird's tail, but we need to segue by shifting back, getting left foot to the corner, opening the right hand. Stand, hold the ball, right hand low. Grass bird's tail. Single whip. Entering into cloud hands, of which we do 3. And we finish the cloud hands sequence as always. Right foot comes up half a step, dropping it, planting it 45 degrees. Right hand turns palm down like the left. Single whip. High pat on horse, shifting back, right hand opens and fans back. Peel off the front foot, touch down the ball of the left foot. Right hand comes through 6 o'clock. Big circle, big arc, they come on top. Left hand drops down, left hand's palm up. High pat on horse. Okay. So, technically a new move. It looks like this. So stand through back that we just did. It's called cross hands to penetrate. This is the crossing of the hands. So it's not the cross hands that we've used it in that way before. The hands pass each other. Step. Go cross hands to penetrate. Show you from a different angle. So from high pat. So it's going to feel a little different than the other moves, but it's not terribly different. Basic coding applies. Forward leg is the upper or forward hand, but it's palm up. So that's a little bit different because usually we're either palm forward or palm towards us. This is actually palm up. So it's like serving tea. Right hand's in front of the hip, as is typical. Show you from this angle. So I do the fan through, or the high pat. Hands pass each other, step, shift the weight forward. Cross hands to penetrate.
Okay, so the left hand, the right hand's on top, palm down. And the
Yeah.
left hand is on the bottom, palm up.
That's right.
Okay, and then what happens?
Okay, so let's work on that. So let's go right through high pat. So here we are, shifting back, right hand opens, goes back, comes through, scoops through 6 o'clock to come on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass the hands. Right hand goes down, left hand comes up. Right hand is on the outside, forward side. So right hand palm down, left hand palm up. So the left hand comes to about chest level. Then you step forward to the side wall, a regular step on the left heel. As you shift the weight forward, you just extend that left arm forward. And the right hand just stays basically where it is in front of the right hip. And the left hand is extended a little bit. And it's at shoulder height or slightly below shoulder height with the palm. So if we do that again, from single whip, going through high pat, scooping the right hand forward, come on top. And then the hands are going to pass each other. Right hand drops in front, left hand comes up on the inside. When you're ready, you step with the left heel, shifting the weight forward, points the left fingertips towards the side wall.
Okay.
So the mirror image would be here. Okay, so that's cross hands to penetrate. Okay, so once again. So high pat on horse, so shifting back, right hand pushes back. Standing into the right leg. Right hand high, left hand low. Then we pass the hands. The right hand pass on the outside or in front. Left hand comes on the inside. Then a full step on the left heel. Shifting the weight forward, sends the left hand, just like serving tea. Right hand is palm down.
Okay.
Okay. So it's new, but we can handle pretty much anything now because everything is just a variation on the theme of things we've learned. So that's a pretty good example of that. It's a new move, but it's not foreign. Okay. It'll take a while to get the coordination, to have that feel comfortable, sure. But it's not totally out of this world as far as that move and that shape. Let's do that one more time. So from the end of single whip, going into high pat on horse. Holding the ball with the right hand high, and then we switch the hands. So the right hand descends on the outside, we switch the hands, left hand comes up closer to the body. So we switch the hands, and then we can step and shift the weight forward. So all that really changes, the left hand comes from close to the chest, closer to the body, to pointing out towards the front, the sidewall. That's the only real difference is as we shift the weight forward, left hand goes from here to here. If I do once here, I'm going to cross arms or pass them. Step. Okay. Okay, a couple more times. Going into high pat. Switch the hands, right hand drops, left hand rises to about chest height. Step, shift the weight forward. Left hand palm up, pointing to the sidewall. And of course, the right hand is palm down. In front of that hip, a very common position. And let's do that one more time. Shifting back for high pat on horse. Peeling out the front foot, scooping through with the right hand, coming on top. Switching the hands, right hand goes down, left hand comes up. Step, shift the weight forward. And I'll just give a visual from this angle. I'll go through high pat. So here's that holding the ball. I switch the arms. Right hand descends on the outside, left hand comes up the inside. Step. Okay, so that's lots to practice. You have the snake to practice, the golden rooster to practice, white snake darts out tongue. That's a coordination thing that takes a while as well. And this newish move here, cross hands penetrate. Okay, so let's have the feet approximately shoulder width, knees well bent because we're going to turn the hips. Let those arms release, just like gravity take them. Let the abdomen release. Let the breath fill the abdomen. Let the weight of the arms pull the shoulders straight down. The lower back be virtually flat, pointing the tailbone towards the ground. We want to make sure we don't overcorrect by tilting the pelvis forward. We don't want that slant. We don't want the hip back. We don't want the butt back. We also don't want the hip inclined forward. So it's like you're sitting into a chair. You're sitting down to a chair where the tailbone's pointing directly down, not forward, directly down. In other words, not only is the spine hanging and dangling, but the whole hip cage, entire hip structure it's as if it's just hanging, not held up, not held up. That's how most people stand. I'm exaggerating a bit, but most people stand this way. And also not sliding forward. Some people stand this way, hanging straight down. Of course, what that means is that all the work gets directly into the thighs, into the legs. So it takes strength for that to really happen. And we want those knees bent to protect the knees. Letting the hands gently and naturally tap the body. At the end of each swing, want to take care not to bring the arms around. I want to let that happen completely naturally. The arms are soft and released. It'll happen. Won't have to do anything with the arms. And gradually winding down, a little smaller, but you're still hanging out. Head is suspended from above, and the rest of the body just hangs into the ground. Even the breath sinks with gravity to fill the belly and rest in the bowl of the hips. And we'll let the hands help us anchor the mind, bring the attention and the awareness to that area by resting the hands below the navel. Each out breath is a consciously releasing breath. Settling, centering the mind and energy. A long, deep breath in through the nose. Complete out breath through the mouth. Release the hands, let them swing ever so naturally. Just let gravity do that for you. As you breathe comfortably in the abdomen, let the weight fall through the legs and feet. Again, the shoulders being pulled down naturally by the weight of the arms and hands. Nice, good belly breaths. Gently shifting the weight side to side with the knees bent a little bit. And when your weight is on one leg, we can release the empty foot by turning on the heel. Shift the weight to the other side. Release the empty foot by turning on the heel. Gently rock out. Good. Good work. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.